To another broadcast. We are coming to you live from Keys Academy in Harlingen, Texas, the site of Game 2 of the Class 6A by district round between the visiting La Joya Lady Coyotes and the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. This is a production of HCISD. And we are getting ready for Game 2. First pitch set for 7 o'clock. Game 1 last night down in La Joya. It was a 5-inning, 12-2 win for the Lady Coyotes. They're looking for their first by-district title since 2009. They can do that here this evening with a win here tonight in Harlingen. The Lady Cards looking to stave off elimination and force a possible Game 3 that would take place tomorrow evening here at Keys Academy at 7 p.m. So the keys tonight for Harlingen, they're going to have to go up against Arlette Hernandez yet again. She is penciled in as the starter, having only thrown 61 pitches in last night's win. Lady Cardinals are going to have to get on the board first, have to score early. Last night it was La Joya who got the scoring started on a 2-run home run in the first inning off of Hernandez. Then La Joya followed with a 3-run second inning. And then came the big inning in the fifth where La Joya batted around and scored 8 runs in that fifth inning to seal a 12-2 win in 5 innings. Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting La Joya Lady Coyotes. In the leadoff spot, not much has changed within the last 24 hours. Jordan Reyes in the leadoff spot. Brianna Salazar bats second. Arlette Hernandez in the 3 spot. Ayali Alanis bats fourth. Batting fifth, and the designated player is Lila Vega. In the 6th spot is Janelli Rodriguez. Miranda Flores bats 7th. In the 8th spot, Melinda Veloz and Aleida Cantu in the 9th spot. So Reyes, Salazar, Hernandez, Alanis, Vega, Rodriguez, Flores, Veloz, Cantu in the starting lineup for the La Joya Lady Coyotes. Natalie Ochoa is the flex. National anthem. First pitch, Game 2 of the Class 6A by district round coming up next from Harlingen. The Harlingen Lady Cardinals in the home white uniforms and the red uniforms with the white pinstripe for La Joya. Game 2 just moments away defensively for the Lady Cards. Here's how Coach Kevin Ledesma has them lined up. Middle of the infield, Athena Lenartz is the shortstops. Emma Lokes is playing second base. Corners of the infield, over at third is Lily Rocha. Zoeli Cruz playing first base. Amaris Gomez calling the balls and strikes. Abigail Garcia will get the ball here in Game 2. She'll be the Game 2 starter. Came in relief last night for the Lady Cards. Miranda Garza is out in left. Charlize Ibarra is in right. Danielle Rodriguez is the flex. And she is playing center field for the Lady Cards. Jordan Reyes in the leadoff spot. Reyes went 1 for 3 last night. Struck out in her first at-bat. Reached on a single and a run scored in the second. Grounded out in the 4th and laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning. So Reyes, Salazar, and Hernandez. The first 3 batters Garcia will face here in the top half of the first inning. With Game 1 said and done, that was, talking with Coach Carlos Rodriguez, I felt that was the best La Joya has hit all year. And he agreed. That was one of the better performances he's seen from his club all year long on the offensive side of the ball. And La Joya was able to set the tone early with that 2-run home run from Hernandez to get the offense going. So the Lady Coyotes ready to roll out their offense. We're getting ready to roll on a beautiful Friday evening here at Keys Academy in Harlingen, Texas. Kevin Naro on the play-by-play. The Lady Cardinals looking to keep their season alive and force a decisive Game 3. And they'll rely on the right arm of Abigail Garcia. So Reyes digs in the leadoff spot. Game 2, the best-of-3 series. Class 6A. Winner will move on to the area round. Thanks for joining us. Reyes into the leadoff spot. Garcia takes the signs. And away we go from Harlingen. First pitch to Reyes misses low, ball 1. Reyes, Salazar, Hernandez. Reyes batting from the right-handed side of the plate for the freshman. The 1-0 pitch. Right back to the pitcher, Garcia. The play over to first, scooped by Cruz, and they got her for out number 1. And a heads-up play there from Garcia to stick with it. Pick it back up, and a good scoop there from Cruz over on the first base side. Brianna Salazar comes to the plate. She had one of her better games last night in Game 1, going 4 for 4. 3 singles, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a 4 for 4 night for Brianna Salazar. First pitch swinging. Picked by Rocha. The play over to first, safe on an infield single. Rocha made a diving bid to her left, but that is an infield single, and La Joya has their first base runner of the night, and here comes the sophomore Arlette Hernandez. First pitch to Hernandez. Ground ball in the 6 hole and a base hit for Hernandez. And it's first and second, and Hernandez first pitch swinging. She's aboard after the ground out. It is 2 straight singles for La Joya. Play over to first, and a double play for Harlingen, and that is a big break for the Lady Cards and something they needed with 1 out and runners on first and second. Harlingen turns 2. Midway through the first, no score. Welcome back. So an inning-ending double play gets Harlingen out of an early jam. Here's the starting lineup for Harlingen. Amaris Gomez In the leadoff spot, Athena Lenartz bats second. Lily Rocha in the 3 spot. Madison Vargas is the DP. She bats fourth. So Ellie Cruz in the 5 spot. Miranda Garza batting 6. Emma Lokes in the 7 spot. Charlize Ibarra bats 8th. And Abigail Garcia in the 9 spot for the Lady Cards. And a big double play turned. And now the Lady Cards will look to get on the board first here in the bottom half of the first inning. It's Gomez, Lenartz, Rocha, Vargas, Cruz, Garza, Lokes, Ibarra, Garcia. And the starting lineup for the Lady Cards last night, Amaris Gomez went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up to the third base side. Just 2 at-bats for Gomez, with the game only going 5 innings. And Arlette Hernandez steps back into the circle. Hernandez surrendering just 1 hit last night. And that was a 2-out single in the 4th inning to Lily Rocha. Hernandez was sharp, 11 strikeouts, no walks in her Game 1 performance. Hernandez just throwing 61 pitches in Game 1, and that helped make the decision for Coach Carlos Rodriguez on whether he was going to throw his ace back out there in Game 2. Manageable pitch count for the sophomore. 1, it's a manageable pitch count, and 2, La Joya's in a win-now mode. Bottom of the first, Amaris Gomez to lead it off for Harlingen. First pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1 from Hernandez. Deals. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Defensively for the Lady Coyotes, Arlette Hernandez in the circle. Ayali Alanis calling the balls and strikes, and a quick 1-2-3 strikeout for Hernandez, and there's one away. Jordan Reyes is the center fielder. Defensively, that's straight up the middle for La Joya with Alanis, Hernandez, and Reyes. Brianna Salazar playing second base. Janelle Rodriguez is the shortstop. The middle infield, Miranda Flores at first. Natalie Ochoa playing third base, and that's the starting infield. Miranda Veloz is out in right. Aleida Cantu is in left. Reyes in center. First pitch swinging and a lazy fly ball to center. Reyes is there, and there are 2 away. And this will bring up the bat of Lily Rocha. 1 for 2 last night. A strikeout in her first trip to the plate. Her second at bat. Rocha put together a nice AB, fighting off some pitches before hitting an off-speed into left field. The first hit for the Lady Cards. First pitch, strike 1 to Rocha. Lily later scored a run. One of the 2 runs that the Lady Cards were able to scratch across. Power versus power. Hernandez deals the 0-1. Inside, and it's 1-1. Did she foul that off? Called strike 3 looking, so Rocha did foul that one off. That was the call at the plate. And just a 7-pitch inning for Hernandez. We've played 1. We head to the second. No score. Welcome back. A quick first inning for both Harlingen and La Joya. The Lady Cards turning an inning-ending double play. And Hernandez responds with a 7-pitch inning, striking out 2 of 3. It'll be 5, 6, 7 up for La Joya. And Lila Vega, the senior, will dig into the box. Top of inning number 2. Garcia back in the circle. Vega was our Economy Awards player of the game last night. Vega went 3 for 3. A triple, a double, and a single, and 2 RBIs and a run scored for the future Olu product. A 1-0. That pitch misses low to Vega. Two balls, no strikes. Middle of the infield playing back. That pitch misses high for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to the leadoff batter, Vega. But sustained an injury to her shoulder earlier this year. And there was a time where we weren't sure if Vega was going to even be able to take the field her senior year, but she was able to recover on a limited basis. She was coming into the year as the starting catcher, but because of her shoulder injury, Vega was on the shelf. Good for the senior, though. She'll be able to fill in the role as a DP. The 3-1, and that's a good pitch. In there for strike 2. Vega thought she had ball 4, but that ball caught just enough of the bottom half of the zone there for strike 2. So now it's a 3-2 count to the leadoff batter, Vega, and Garcia with back-to-back strikes battling back in this count. Slice down the first base side. Zoeli Cruz diving to her left, taps on the bag, and there's one away. And the Lady Cards certainly coming out with some energy. Here in game 2, Janelli Rodriguez will come to the plate. And Garcia has one down here in the top half of the second. So if you're a La Joya fan, you saw the Lady Coyotes win game 1 last year in the bi-district round to Harlingen South before surrendering the next 2 to the Lady Hawks. And Coach Carlos Rodriguez is hoping history doesn't repeat itself here in 2023. First pitch swinging, easy play made, and there are 2 down. Miranda Flores will now come to the plate. She bats 7th in the La Joya order. 1 for 3 last night in game 1. Ground ball to the shortstop, Lenartz. 7-pitch inning for Hernandez and a 7-pitch inning for Abigail Garcia. And Harlingen retires the side in order 1, 2, 3. Midway through the second, no score. 4, 5, 6 the order up. Coming up for Harlingen when we come back. Bottom of the second inning. 4-5-6, Madison Vargas. First pitch from Hernandez. Misses low, and it's ball one. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. So weather is expected later this evening. Should be good for tonight's game 2. If there is a game 3, well, then we'll have to start some shuffling. Game 3 if needed. If the weather decides to act up over the next about 12 hours, 8 hours, we could be looking at Lyford if the weather does not hold up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If it's a clean slate, and if there is a game 3, we'll be right back here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. First pitch here at Keys Academy, the 2-2 from Hernandez. And that's a base hit into left. That's going to get past her all the way to the wall. This is going to be extra bases, and that is a leadoff double for Madison Vargas. On a 2-2 pitch, Harlingen comes through with their first hit of the night. Well, that's why you play the game. Brand new day, brand new game. Harlingen certainly bringing the energy here in game 2 so far. Good pitch in there for strike 1. Zoeli Cruz to the plate, made that diving play at first. In the last half inning, here's the 0-1 to Cruz, lays off the rise ball, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Big swing and miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position for Harlingen. Last night it wasn't until the 4th inning when the Lady Cards were able to get a base runner. Cruz fouls that one off and out of play. And just how good Hernandez was last night. She just allowed 3 base runners in 5 innings with 11 strikeouts, no walks. 2 runners reached on an error, on an E6 in the 4th and on an E8 in the 5th inning. The 1-2 pitch. And Cruz, ground ball to the right side. Miranda Flores taps on the bag at first, but a productive at-bat from Cruz. And now it's an RBI opportunity for Miranda Garza, bat 6 in the Harlingen order. And this was a key to the game tonight for Harlingen. You want to hold La Joya scoreless in their first trip up and then respond with a run of your own and wanting to score first. Harlingen wanting to be able to set the tone here in game 2. So far they've done that. They've come out with plenty of energy. First pitch in there for strike 1. Miranda Garza, the junior, That is a ball over the catcher's head. The play at the plate, and she is out at the plate for out number 2. And that is a close play. From out here, it looked like she went under the tag. The tag looked like it was up on the chest, indicating that the runner went under the tag, but yeah, that's a close play. She looked safe from back here and on the instant replay. That is a big play in this ball game. Got us at the plate. The pitch fouls it back. Two strikes on the hitter, Garza. Pitch from Hernandez. Ground ball picked by the shortstop over to first. Not in time, and an infield single. Miranda Garza sprinting down the first base line. Emma Laux will now come to the plate, batting 7th in the order for Harlingen. That was a tough break for the Lady Cards on that bang-bang play at the plate. Laux went 0 for 2 last night with a pair of strikeouts in the 3rd and in the 5th. And Hernandez gets ahead in the count early, no balls and a strike. Big swing and miss, it's 0-2. Shoots it foul. Not sure why she's called out. Either she stepped out of the box. I'm not sure why she's called out, but we'll clarify that up here. We've played 2. We head to the 3rd, no score. Welcome back. The 8-9-1 coming up in the La Joya order. The runner at first left too early, and that was the reason why for out number 3. So onward we go into the top of the 3rd inning. No score, game 2 of this best-of-3 series. Harlingen and La Joya, the Lady Coyotes, the reigning 31 6A district champions, just with 1 district loss on the year at the hands of the PSJA Lady Bears. Harlingen representing 32 6A and coming in as the 4th seed. I'm going to say that was just a little low. Fouls it off, and it's 1-2. Fly ball to center. One hopping it in front of Rodriguez, and that is a leadoff single. So Melinda Veloz leads the inning off with a single into center. Lady Cardinals will now come to the plate. Let's see how Coach Rod will elect to play this. If he'll want to go small ball and flip this lineup over. First pitch at the knees for strike 1. One for 2 was Veloz last night. Also drew a walk, scored twice, and had an RBI single in that 5th inning. That pitch misses high. Ball 1, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Good pitch there from Garcia. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Off speed, good pitch. Had her guessing the whole way. It's the latest Cardinals. Just trying to fight off that off speed. The 1-2 pitch. Sharply hit down the first base line, but foul. One ball, 2 strikes. 7 o'clock first pitch on a Friday night in Harlingen, Texas. The 1-2. Play over to first. Can't double him up, but a heads-up play defensively on the left side of the infield. Heads-up play there by Veloz to quickly retreat back to the bag. Harlingen about a second or 2 off from another double play. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Good pitch, just off the plate. Two-one pitch, and that misses low. 3 balls and a strike. Back to the top of the order, Jordan Reyes. She's 0 for 1. And that misses low, ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second. So Veloz to second. Reyes aboard on first. Now Brianna Salazar will come to the plate. Just 1 out here in the top half of the third. First pitch misses, ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Salazar reached on an infield single her first trip up. Pops it up, right side. Catch is made for out number 2. And Salazar is retired for the first time this series. And now this brings up Arlette Hernandez, top of the third, first and second. And a big spot here in the third inning. Oh, they're going to walk her. That'll load the bases. Yali Alanis will now come to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Harlingen electing to walk the bases loaded and rather than square up against Arlette Hernandez. That's the right move at this point in this ball game. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Hernandez had 3 hits and 4 at plate appearances in game 1 and tonight. The 0-1, off speed misses low. It's a ball and a strike. Lali Alanis at the plate. Lined into a double play, her first at bat. Nowhere to put him. Ball and a strike, 2 down. Garcia trying to work her way out of the jam here in the top half of the third inning, and that pitch in there for strike 2. A big 1-2 pitch coming here. Off speed, popped up, catch is made for out number 3. And Harlingen works out of the bases loaded jam midway through the third. No score when we come back. Bottom of the third, no score. 8-9-1, the order up for Harlingen. Charlize Ibarra will lead it off. Abigail Garcia in the on-deck circle. So a double play and a couple of strikeouts. Big play called at the plate. A lot has happened here through the first 2.5 innings. Bottom of the third, Harlingen was able to generate some base runners in the bottom of the second. Ibarra went 0 for 2 last night with 2 strikeouts. First pitch in there for strike 1. Late on that swing, and it's 0-2. Medina was in the starting lineup last night in the 9th spot and was the designated player. Called strike 3 looking right at the knees, 1 away. Tonight it's Garcia batting in the 9th spot, and Madison Vargas is the designated player. She was the starting pitcher last night. A little bit of a change in the Harlingen lineup. First pitch in there for strike 1. That was Emma Lokes on that strikeout. So in the last inning, when she was at the plate, the runner at first left early. So Lokes was allowed to continue her at bat to lead off the inning. So in fact, it was 7-8-9. Charlize Ibarra is now at the plate. Big swing and miss. And it's 1-2. So that was the trick in the lineup. The previous inning, we were wondering how that last out was called. And we confirmed that the runner left early. Laux again was able to pick up where she left off. And Ibarra goes down swinging, and now there are 2 down. Now Abigail Garcia will come to the plate. So Garcia is batting in the 9th spot. Pitcher versus pitcher here, and with Garcia coming to the plate, this will be the first time through the order for Harlingen. Just a little low, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Two outs in the inning, nobody on. 2 up and 2 down for Harlingen, both via the strikeout. And a line drive into left. Ball is bobbled in left. Garcia is going to make the turn. She's standing up on second. And that's a double for Abigail Garcia. Amaris Gomez back to the top of the order for Harlingen. Amaris Gomez, the freshman, definitely has some pop. The left-handed side of the plate hit 2 grand slams against the Los Fresnos earlier this year. Check that. That was their game against Weslaco. 2 grand slams in 1 game against the Lady Panthers here at Keys Academy. Outside, ball 1. Fouls it off, and it's a ball and a strike. Gomez went 0 for 2 last night. And Gomez is 0 for 1 so far tonight with a strikeout in the first inning. Popped up and the catch is made. Harlingen strands 1. No score when we come back from Keys Academy. Top of the 4th, no score. We've played 3. Lila Vega to the plate, the designated player, 5'6'7". The order up for La Joya. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Sharp liner into right, and Vega has herself a leadoff single. And this will bring up Janelli Rodriguez. So a leadoff single for Vega. She's 1 for 2. Laying down the bunt. That's a fair ball. Play down to first. And they get the out at first. Sacrifice in order from Rodriguez. So this will bring up Miranda Flores. Talking over that bunt from Rodriguez. Saying that it landed fair and it was in play, so. So the call is going to stand. Vega's going to be on second. And now Miranda Flores will come to the plate. So they still get the out. First pitch in there for strike one to Flores. She's 0 for 1 tonight. The ground out to the shortstop. Popped up. Diving, can't make the catch. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Flores. The 0-2 shoots it foul. Flores stays alive in the count. Melinda Veloz waiting in the on-deck circle. Bottom half of the order here for La Joya in the top of the 4th. The 0-2 pops it up foul. That foul ball cut by a fan there behind the plate. So the count will stick at 0-2. And a good at bat from Flores, fouling off the off speed. Try it again, the 0-2 from Garcia. Good take. He's off the rise, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Flores went 1 for 3 last night, flew out twice. And that's a big strikeout for out number 2. And now Melinda Veloz will come to the plate. Harlingen trying to work around the leadoff single from Vega. Then she reached second on the sacrifice. Since then, it's been 2 straight retired on the sacrifice. Then Flores went down on the strikeout, and Veloz 1 for 1. And pops it up, first base side. Cruz is there for out number 3. And La Joya will strand another runner. We head to the bottom of the 4th. No score. Harlingen coming up when we come back. Welcome back. Bottom of inning number 4. And it's Athena Lenartz. To lead it off for the Lady Cards. First pitch high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, and Lenartz takes that high. It's ball and a strike. Lenartz flew out to center field. Her first trip up. And the count runs a ball and 2 strikes to Lenartz. A 1-2. Well out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Lenartz, good swing there, fouls it off, and she stays alive in the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch, ground ball, third base side. That's a fair ball. And Lenartz is going to reach. And the leadoff man is on. So Lenartz reaches on the E5. And now this will bring up Lily Rocha. And Hernandez calling time. So the leadoff man is on for Harlingen. And now it's the teeth of the order up for the Lady Cards. And Lily Rocha digs in. Big spot again here for the Lady Cards. Outside, ball 1. Oh for 1 is Rocha. That rise ball missed for ball 2, and it gets away. And Lenartz will take second. So now anything in the outfield, a base hit into the outfield, can score Lenartz with her speed. So Lenartz takes second. And it's a hitter's count to Lily Rocha. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 from Hernandez. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0. That's in there for strike 1. Rocha taking all the way. The 3-1 from Hernandez. That's ball 4. So now it's first and second. So Rocha draws the walk. Madison Vargas comes to the plate And Vargas had that double her first trip up. She's 1 for 1, and then Maddie was called out at the plate on that bang-bang play. So nobody down, bottom of the fourth, first and second. Time in the circle by La Joya. And we will be right back. First and second after the time called in the circle. No score, bottom of the fourth, game 2 of this best of 3 series. This game about taking just about every twist and turn. Might be no runs on the board, but plenty has happened here through the first 3.5 innings. Couple of double plays, a bang-bang play at the plate. Strike one to Madison Vargas, the designated player. Reached on a double. And again, she was called out at the plate on a close play at the plate back in the second inning. The 0-1 slices it foul. It's 0-2. 61 pitches last night for Hernandez in game 1. We're here in the fourth, and you have to wonder just how much longer can Coach Rodriguez stretch Hernandez in this ball game. Popped up, back and out of play. The 0-2. Fly ball right side. On the run, making the catch. For out number 1. Miranda Flores making the catch for out number 1, and a big out number 1 for La Joya. Zoeli Cruz now to the plate. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Six base runners here tonight for Harlingen. They have 2 on with 1 out. So Willie Cruz at the plate. A good pitch. And the runner sliding safe into third is Athena Lenartz. And a double steal for Harlingen. Ball and a strike. Harlingen aggressive on the base paths, and it pays off with 1 out. So now your playbook opens offensively. Right now you can just get a sac fly. It alleviates some pressure from Zoeli Cruz at the plate. Sac fly, a pass ball. Shoots it foul into the bullpen, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And to see how La Joya will play the infield. the 1-2. A line drive into right. 1 run will score is Lenartz. Rocha to follow, and a 2-run sliding safe, a 2-run double. 2-0 Harlingen here in the bottom of the 4th. On a 1-2 pitch, the double steal pays off. Lenartz to score from 3rd. Rocha scores from 2nd. And a 2-run double from the Lady Cards, and they lead it 2-0 here in the bottom half of the 4th. Good piece of hitting there from Cruz. Just went the other way with it. This one went all the way to the fence. Scored 2 easily. And the biggest hit of the series by far for Zoeli Cruz. The senior coming through. Now Miranda Gadasa will come to the plate. Ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Gadasa at the plate, reached on an infield single her first trip up. Trying to lay down the bunt. It goes foul, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, and the runner on second for Harlingen. Caitlin Aguilar, the courtesy runner. That's in there for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Harlingen trying to push this to a decisive game 3 tomorrow night. And a called strike 3, caught looking for out number 2. And a big strikeout for La Joya as Gadasa is retired. And Emma Laux will come to the plate. Trying to keep the inning alive, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch fouls it off for strike 1. Charlize Bada in the on-deck circle. Laux at the plate behind 0-1. Sharply hit, bobbled at second, play at first, not in time. And no one was covering home. Aguilar wasn't aware that no one was covering home. And nonetheless, it's going to be runners on the corners, 1st and 3rd. Laux reaches on the E4. So the error from Salazar. And the inning will continue. Charlize Bada to the plate. Throw down to second, tagged for out number 3. Harlingen will strand 2, but the Lady Cards scratch 2 runs across the board on a 2-run double from Zoeli Cruz. We head to the 5th. Harlingen leads 2-0 when we come back. Top of inning number 5. And Lady Cardinals will lead it off for La Joya. Top of the 5th, 2-0. Harlingen with the lead. First pitch swinging, a liner right to Cruz. And Joya Cruz has had herself a night. First pitch swinging. And there's one away, and now we'll go back to the top of the order. And it's Jordan Reyes. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. So between innings, we had some lights on in the parking lot. About a few minutes of a delay there. The 2-0 pitch misses low for ball 3. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Joya Cruz with the 2-run double. Here in game 2, backs against the wall for Harlingen in a must-win. Finds the river for strike 1. And that one lands foul down the left field line, and now the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch misses low, ball 4. And Reyes draws the 1-out walk. 2 walks tonight for Reyes, and now Brianna Salazar will come to the plate. Misses low, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes to the batter, Salazar. A quick meeting in the circle in case you're just tuning in. The Lady Cards were able to strike in the bottom half of the 4th on a 2-run double from Joya Cruz. And it's a 2-0 game. The Lady Cards looking to keep their season alive after dropping game 1 last night in La Joya, 12-2 in 5 innings. Tonight, game 2, 7 o'clock, first pitch at Keys Academy. Lady Cards looking to keep their season alive and push this to a game 3, scheduled for tomorrow. 7 o'clock, first pitch. It's one of 2 things. If the weather cooperates and the field is playable, we will be back here 7 o'clock tomorrow night for a winner-take-all game 3. If the weather does not cooperate with us, we will be headed to Willacy County and Lyford. A couple of variables if the Lady Cards are able to win this tonight and push it to a game 3 heading into tomorrow. Now back to the action. 2 balls, no strikes. Reyes on first. Salazar at the plate. She's 1 for 2. And that's a base hit into left. And Salazar has her 6th hit of the series. She is 2 for 3 tonight. And here comes Arlette Hernandez. They intentionally walked her the first time up. First and second. First and second, 1 out. They intentionally walked Hernandez the first time, or checked that her second at bat. That first pitch misses, ball 1. Hernandez singled her first trip up and was intentionally walked her second trip. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Off speed, floats in there for strike 1. So it's a big spot in this game. Hernandez represents the lead run. The 2-1. And Hernandez shoots it foul, and it's 2-2. Runners on first and second for La Joya. Reyes on second, Salazar on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the sophomore Hernandez. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the second base side, flips it over to second, over to first, safe at first. But an exhale there for Harlingen fans as Hernandez reaches on a fielder's choice. And it's first and third. And the gamble there paying off for Harlingen. 2 outs. Ayali Alanis to the plate. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Tying run is Hernandez on first. Alanis represents the go-ahead run here in the top of the 5th. Runners on the corners. Trickles in the dirt. Play at the plate. Safe, and La Joya gets one on the board. It's 2-1. So on the pass ball, scores Reyes from third. Hernandez now on second. Fouls it off for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Runner on second is Hernandez. Vega in the on-deck circle. Harlingen looking to limit the damage here to just 1 run. Base hit into center. Hernandez round third, headed to the plate. The play at the plate, safe, and we're tied at 2. That was a close play at the plate. And we got a brand new ball game. La Joya with some 2-out lightning. Now they're going to check if Hernandez touched at the plate. I think that's what the discussion is going to be here, because the throw was made back to home and they tapped the plate. Can never be too sure. But for now, it's an RBI double in a 2-2 game with 2 outs here in the 5th. And the runner is safe. So the run's going to count. And we're going to be tied at 2. So Harlingen gets 2 in the 4th. La Joya battles back and gets 2 in the 5th. Now Layla Vega will step into the box. The go-ahead run on second. Low for ball 1. Ground ball picked by the shortstop Lenartz, fires over to first for out number 3. And the go-ahead run stranded on second. But La Joya answers with 2 runs, and we are tied up at 2 midway through the 5th when we come back. Welcome back. And we are all tied up at 2. Bottom of the 5th. Hernandez trots back out there. And the Lady Coyotes in the win now mode with Hernandez back in the circle. So if this does go to a game 3, you'd have to imagine Reyes would get the start in game 3. And Hernandez would be available in a limited role, you would have to think, depending on how these next 3 innings go. Charlize Ibarra will lead it off for Harlingen. 8-9-1 the order up for the Lady Cards. Bottom of the fifth, 2-2 game, game 2 of this best-of-3 series. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Bada struck out back in the 3rd inning. Tries to lay down the bunt. And it's foul, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1, ground ball, right side. Salazar flips it over to first, and there's one down. One out in the 5th. Abigail Garcia to the plate. Skips in the dirt, ball and no strikes. Ball and a strike. Count runs even. Garcia 2 for 2 here, or check that. Yeah, 2 for 2 tonight. Fouls it off. Amaris Gomez in the on-deck circle. So it's the top of the order due up here in the bottom of the 5th for Harlingen. The 1-2. Good pitch, just misses. The 2-2. Shot foul, and the count sticks at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So La Joya was able to rebound. The top half of the 5th to tie things up at 2. There's 2 runs in the 4th inning for Harlingen. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. To the batter, Garcia. Gomez, then Lenartz, then Rocha. Ball 4. So now the lead run is aboard, and Abigail Garcia and Amaris Gomez will come to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight is Gomez. and therefore strike one. The 0-1. Bottom half of the zone, and it misses. And it's a ball and a strike. 2-2 game and a runner on first. That's the top of the order for Harlingen. Lenart and Rocha all due up. The 1-1. And that is a fly ball to center. Reyes ranging to her right, makes the catch. And there are two away. And now Athena Lenartz will come to the plate. Senior shortstop. Lenartz batted 6 in the lineup last night in game 1, and tonight Lenartz moves up a couple of spots into the 2 spot. First pitch in there for strike one. So throughout Lenartz's career, she's played a little bit of center, played some shortstop, batted in the leadoff spot and the 6th spot, now in the 2 spot. The 0-1. And a fly ball could be trouble. That ball gets into shallow left. And it's going to be first and second. Ball landed in shallow left. Gonna credit Lenartz with a single. And that sets the stage for the senior Lily Rocha. First and second, bottom of the 5th. And here we go. Sophomore versus the senior. First pitch, and there for ball 1. That is strange. It looked like a meteor just flew right over the ballpark. Certainly got everyone talking here in the bleachers in right field. And that looked like a firework. Straight across the sky. Big swing and miss for Rocha, and it's 1-1. That was strange. One ball and one strike. The pitch to Rocha. Big swing and miss. That's the one right there. These two have locked horns. Power versus power. Rocha, a senior, long awaited to be in the postseason, and here she is. Her first crack at it. The 1-2. And shoots it foul to left. And we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2. The pitch. Called strike 3 looking. Hernandez whiffs the senior for a huge out number 3. And that'll strand runners on first and second. We stayed tied at 2 We head to the 6th. More than halfway home here in Game 2 when we come back. Welcome back. Top of the 6th. Six, seven, eight. All due up here. The top of the 6th. Janelli Rodriguez to lead it off. Rodriguez, Flores, and Veloz. That pitch misses low with that last strikeout of Hernandez. That is career 600 for the sophomore right-hander. The 1-0. Line shot, scooped by Lenart, slings it over to first. And Athena Lenartz at shortstop, having herself a ball game defensively. And there's one away, and this will bring up Miranda Flores. That pitch missing high for ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. That pitch misses low, ball 3. Flores 0 for 2 tonight. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So after the 4-pitch walk, quick timeout in the circle, and we'll take a quick break when we come back. After the timeout, Melinda Veloz will come to the plate, batting 8th in the La Joya order. 1 for 2 is Veloz. Go ahead run on first here in the top half of the 6th. Ball gets away, throw down to second. The tag not in time. Now time called at the plate. Veloz digs back in. And the lead run is on second. Popped up, back and out of play. And the off-speed misses for a ball. And the count runs 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 6th. And that misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two in the dirt, and the count will run full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to Veloz. 3-2 pitch. She fouls it back and out of play. Los Fresnos and Edinburgh High. That was one gamer. That game going on tonight down in Edinburgh. San Benito is at home. They're taking on Mission. Convincingly won game 1 last night. Ground ball on the infield. No play at first for Lenartz. And it's going to be first and third. And an infield single for Veloz, and now Lady Cardinals will come to the plate. First and third. And the latest Cardinals at the plate. And La Joya has a good opportunity here to take their first lead of the night. With just 1 out and runners on the corners, first and third. Cardinals 0 for 2. And now time is called. See if Harlingen's going to go to another pitcher, and they are. Ball and no strikes. Game in the balance. So a new pitcher in the game for the Lady Cards. It's going to be Vivian Garcia. New pitcher in the game when we come back. Welcome back. New pitcher in the game for the Lady Cards. Now they are going to lean on the right arm of the freshman Vivian Garcia. So Garcia to the plate, inheriting 2 runners on first and third, and taking in a 1-0 count to Lady Coyotes. Two balls, no strikes. Jordan Reyes waiting in the on-deck circle. Would be back to the top of the order for La Joya. In a 2-2 game. The 2-1. That one well foul and out of play. The count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The go-ahead run on third. And a line drive right down the first base line, and ooh, that was close. I should say a sharp ground ball. Pitch fouled back, and it sticks at 2-2, and a good at bat from a Lady Coyotes. And the count stays even at 2-2. Gone through 0 for 2 on the night. Trying to come through in her third trip to the plate with a go-ahead run on third. And she fouls that one off again. Try it again, the 2-2. Missed on the rise ball, and the count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No one on second. A walk here would load the bases with 1 out. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase on the rise ball, and that is a big, big out number 2 for Garcia. And now it'll be freshman versus freshman. Jordan Reyes, freshman for La Joya, has an opportunity to give her club the lead here in the 6th. Top of the zone, strike 1. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 skips in the dirt. And it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1, fly ball to center, on the run, making the catch. A shoestring catch in center for out number 3. And Harlingen wiggles out of the jam unscathed. La Joya strands 2 more. We got a good one midway through the 6th, still tied up at 2 when we come back. Welcome back, bottom of the 6th. Kevin Aro on the play-by-play. This is a HCISD production. We are live on the YouTube channel. First pitch swinging, base hit into right center. Maddie Vargas, stand-up double. And that's her 2nd hit of the night. And now it's Zoeli Cruz. Cruz had that clutch at bat earlier in the game. That scored 2. First pitch swinging, chases the rise. That's 0-1. Miranda Garza in the on-deck circle. Cruz 1 for 2 tonight. Had the 2-run double in the 4th inning. Ground ball, left side of the infield to throw, over the head. Racing around, the play at the plate, safe. Harlingen leads 3-2. On the throwing error, that ball sailed well over the outstretched glove of Flores at first. And Harlingen regains the lead 3-2. Miranda Garza to the plate. 1-for-2 is Garza. Misses low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner goes down to third. And she is called out. Looks like miscommunication on the base paths there. That is the first out of the inning. That was Willie Cruz. The 1-1. It's in there, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 from Hernandez. Deals. Shoots it foul, and it's 1-2. Good at bat. Just gets a piece of it foul. The 1-2. Ground ball. Left side of the infield. Too much speed. Too much speed and an infield single, and the inning will continue. So Miranda Garza reaches on the infield single. Emma Laux now to the plate. First pitch swinging, fly ball, makes the catch, 2 away. So there are 2 down now in the inning. Charlize Ibarra, first pitch swinging. It's 0-1. So fly ball to right for the second out. Charlize Ibarra is 0-for-2. Bottom half of the order up for Harlingen in a 3-2 game. Laying down the bunt beautifully. Off her back foot, flips over to first, and in time, and a 1-3 put out. But the Lady Cards strike. They take advantage of the error. Madison Vargas, after the double, came around to score on the error. We've played 6. We head to the 7th inning. Harlingen leading 3-2 when we come back. Welcome back. And it is the top of the 7th. Harlingen holding on to a 1-run lead. And it is 2-3-4 up for La Joya. So right where Coach Carlos Rodriguez wants him in the top half of the 7th, trailing by 1. It's Brianna Salazar, Arlette Hernandez, and Elali Alanis. So Salazar, Hernandez, and Alanis all due up in the teeth of the order coming up for La Joya. Salazar, 2 for 3 tonight, 6 hits in the series. She certainly had a hot bat. And if you're La Joya, you want the leadoff man on. You need the leadoff man on in this situation. If you're Harlingen, you need to get this first out to help set the tone. But either way you slice it, with Hernandez in the on-deck circle, you imagine she'd get intentionally walked. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. If Salazar gets on, you got to walk Hernandez, because with one swing, it would give La Joya the lead. If they do get the out, then one swing will just tie it. But either way, I think if you're Harlingen, you got to walk Hernandez. Trying to get through Salazar first. Cruz to her left, makes the catch, and there's one down. So this brings up Arlette Hernandez, and you can either intentionally walk her or you can just pitch around her. That's what they did the last time up, and Arlette reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch swinging, lazy fly ball to center, and Hernandez is retired on the F8. Harlingen 1 out away.
Hey, don't relax.
Let's go, girls. Go, Lady Cardinals.
Ilali Alanis, 1 for 2 tonight, and the last shot for La Joya.
You ready, Abby?
Outside ball 1. 2 quick outs for Harlingen. Salazar flew out to Cruz, and Hernandez retired on 1 pitch to center field. The 1-0 flutters in there for strike 1. The 1-1. Shoots it foul, and it's 1-2, and La Joya is down to their final strike. Harlingen trying to force a decisive game 3, what would be tomorrow night at 7. The 1-2. That misses low, 2-2. That's why this is a series. Completely different ball game from what it was just 24 hours ago. The pitch, ground ball, under the glove of Lenartz. This is going to get all the way to center. The throw down to second. And there is life for La Joya. Now Lila Vega will come to the plate. Drama here in the 7th. And the senior Lila Vega to the plate. Freshman versus the senior. Half-hearted swing, it's 0-1. Tying run on first, the go-ahead at the plate, and Vega. She's 1 for 3 tonight. Popped up. That one's well out of play. And again, La Joya down to their final strike. The 0-2. Called strike 3, and we will see you tomorrow night. Harlingen wins game 2, 3-2, and force a decisive winner-take-all game 3 tomorrow night at 7. And they get the strikeout, and the Lady Cards prevail. 2 runs in the 4th and the lone run in the 6th. 2 runs come across to score for La Joya in the 5th. And the Lady Cardinals live to see another day. The final score 3-2. Zoeli Cruz as our Economy Awards Player of the Game. And a 3-2 win for Harlingen. Game 3 tomorrow night at 7. Here at Keys Academy. If the weather acts up, we'll let you know, and we just may be in Willacy County at Lyford. But for now, game 3 tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, back here at Keys. The final score, Harlingen 3, La Joya 2. On behalf of myself, Kevin Arrow, Joe Bowling, this has been an HCISD production. Thanks for watching. So long.